125 beats per minute. Yeah.
Good. So just the background, we didn't go Friday because we had an issue with your body.
Yeah.
And what I want to touch on is just in our famous our 5 minutes post session where we discuss what we did and ideas and concepts and strategies. What I really like, Angelo, about your approach is that you addressed the issue, you gave yourself a little bit of time to have some recovery, and then you said, I'm going to double up this week and you're going to make up that session. So, so much wisdom in that. So much wisdom and really good, not only short-term decisiveness in terms of what you did, but medium-term planning and optimizing recovery and coming in slowly towards recovery. So what I said to you at the start of the session is let's not make this a hammer session with the goal of Friday being the one where we go for broke again and we try and up the numbers. So 125 in that context for me today, from my perspective, is good.
Okay.
Because I feel like we did a lot of work on the problem area.
Yep.
To set us up for success Friday.
Yep.
So I'll just as a prompt, I'll have you take over from there. But I just want to congratulate you on that strategy. There's so much wisdom once again in how you've managed that.
Thanks, Coach. We've been doing this for a while, and you just feel it on yourself that whatever's happened, whether that's life or like me, I had an injury, that you just have to get back on the bike, or you need to get back on it, and know that you'll get some gains from it. So doubling up this week, I know, hey, I did miss last week because of life and my injury, but come back strong this week and double it up. I'm gonna feel really good about myself, but I'll also get some gains because I doubled it up in a week. So that's why I was coming into this with today. And,
sure, and the train's giving you a honk there, here, he'll sit there. Good stuff. So, how did it feel today? Like, did you have any kind of anxiety coming in? What were your thoughts coming in compared to what are your thoughts now having finished the session?
Well, I think in the beginning I was just wanted to test how my leg was gonna feel today, but I felt once we got into it, I was gonna be okay.
Yes.
But I did go in today with a mindset, hey, I know I've been off for a week, but I'm still gonna try to go for it and just see where it takes me. And then obviously I know that you're gonna be watching me on my legs.
So when we did wide stance lateral reach, right? That exercise.
Yep.
About rep 3 or 4, you kind of had a little bit of a reset, and you came back to standing upright, reset your body before you went into it. So you had a couple of little tweaks there with that, with little reminders, let's say, that you micromanaged at the time.
Yeah.
So I knew you were warming into it, and I knew you were very conscious of it.
Yeah.
And I think by the end of the session, you proved it out that, coming in and giving it some work was what I wanted.
Yes.
And you feel better.
Yeah, I totally do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Physically, how about mentally?
Mentally, like I said, I had a pretty good mindset coming into this.
Yeah.
And I know when I feel like my knees need to get a little warmed up.
Sure.
That's why you said I know I had to reset myself to
Absolutely.
maybe shorten up my stance a little bit. And I just came from the experience.
Decrease the depth a little.
Right.
The reach.
Yeah, but halfway into our workout, it was all looped up and
absolutely
good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So mentally, at the end of it, you feel confident.
I feel really good.
You're trusting your body again.
Yeah.
And so that's a good result. So well done. And those concepts, got to be very happy with yourself.
Yeah.
It's always difficult, and this is, I guess, coming to a very strong message, is that when we track ourselves and we get used to doing that and we do it consistently, we start to really sometimes look at this information and potentially say 125 when normally we're well into the 130s, and if we're on fire, even the 140s.
Right.
you can get a sense of disappointment, and I want to really talk you off that ledge to say, impressed with today, good comeback.
Yep.
125 was what we said we'd go for around that number right at the start.
Yep.
Back off the intensity and look for the value in other places, and we
Yep.
found it. So
Thanks, Coach.
really well done.
Thank you.
Good session.